So we were supposed to have a client connection and the client didn't show up. I've never done a live, so it's very impromptu. Just want to have fun. I don't know how long the stream will go for. I just figured it'd be fun to do this. And maybe we'll do more. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have a client no show, even though they did confirm. So we'll go here, and we're gonna go here, and do no show. We'll do that Ubi so he can know that. And we'll go into our meetings for the day and mark that off as a no show. I really want to connect with Ubi.
Hello?
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 Oh my gosh, I am so happy you joined. I was literally getting ready to press all the buttons that said you didn't join.
Okay, well, there were several links in my email, and then I received a notification last night about the meeting, and I sent an email back, but like,
So,
I did not find the correct link, so I have like 4.
Yeah, no, perfect. We can solve that, and that's perfect. No, somebody from your, I don't know who's signing up the appointments, but they're signing up for quite a lot, which is awesome, and we want you to continue doing that. But like we had one with you on Wednesday, we had one with you right now. We also had one scheduled at 1 o'clock later on this afternoon. That one was canceled because we don't do 2 in one day. So no, just I can understand there being a link confusion because there were lots of appointments going back and forth.
Yes, well, it signed me up for. It said sign up for 3 sessions, like a sequence of 3 training.
Yeah, and the idea, and I'm going to give you that link again. The idea is that when you schedule it, it will give you the opportunity to stack them. Just we recommend scheduling them at least 1 week, if not 10 days out, so that you. So I'm giving you the link again. The thing is, there's no limit with the number of times you can go through the sequence, and I think I'm going to try to move it back to like 4 or 5 years ago. And when I say years, like a year and a half, we used to do 10. The problem is, by the time you went 10 out, we were always rescheduling. But I think when we went to 3, I think that was too far of a restriction. So I think maybe if we do it to like 4 or 5. But the real idea is, when we're training, it's easier if you can just schedule an appointment, then click a button, and it just like follows into like the next sequence. Whereas when you want a last minute support connection, well, that's what the support link is for. So, and if I haven't made it clear to you or your team, anybody on your team can schedule trainings, show up for trainings, schedule support. It doesn't need to be you. It doesn't need to be 10 people. Like it can be any, like we understand the fluidity of a medical practice. I just bring that up because I had a training yesterday where they were like, no, I thought we all had to show up, and like it could only be like not at all. Like so, yeah. Feel free to reschedule those trainings. Feel free to schedule them out. I'm so glad you showed up. Let me quickly edit this and then let me tell Ubi like, nope, let me delete that because I was like, Ubi is one of our lead customer support. But let me actually put that you're not a no-show. You're a I got confused with all the links.
Yes.
No, it's perfect.
I was logged on the other day, but I must have been on the wrong link. And so then I was like so confused.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen real quick.
And just trying to find every link and log on.
I'm going to share my screen real quick. You'll eventually share yours. But what I just want to do is quickly show you if you're ever like in trouble, need help, what to do. And I think that might be a good little start. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and confirm you can see my screen. That is eventually going to load my website.
Yes.
All right. So and I don't know why we removed it from our front page. Oh, no, we didn't. It just loads a little slower on our front page. So during normal business hours, or if one of our team members just happens to be working from our website, there's always the chat option. So if you ever need us for anything, like Wednesday, you could have just started to chat and said, hey, what's the correct link? I'm confused. And they would have given it to you. We would have connected. So this is always an option. It also lives inside of our app. I just don't like where it is right now. I've got to optimize it. Like we need to optimize it. Just kind of how we can add hotkeys to applications to put them on the left side of our thing. We need to add hotkeys to our support button so that we can put them here for you. But you can always get to chat through our app. As long as chat's open, you'll see the chat option. If you saw that it does take about a half a second longer to load the chat in here. So this is always a great place to go if you're like, I just need help. You also can send an email to help at and say, hey, what's going on? And so I would definitely recommend that one of the first things we do or you do when we end today is just schedule those future trainings. And then if they schedule well for you, perfect. And try to stack them like a week to 10 days apart. If you find that you want one of them moved faster, you just simply come here and say, hey, I want to get seen sooner. And my team will help move you around. We try not to do it via email because just sometimes the reply gets back and forth and it's too slow. And then my team, as much as I'm happy with them for starting to send email confirmations of appointments, I think they need to do it a little bit more professionally. One, I think it's got to go more than the day before, but I think it also should have all of the information that pertains to the appointment that we're referring to in that email. Like I saw what was sent. I'm doing a little audit of how we do things, and I'm like, I could see how you would have gotten confused. Nobody ever said confirming this appointment at this time with Kevin to talk about this at this link. It was just talk to you tomorrow, and you're like, yeah. So we're acknowledging that, and we'll edit and fix what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. What do we want to jump in? So those are the best ways to talk to us to get help. What do we want to jump in and work on today? And do you want me to be the one that's kind of showing and driving, or do you want to share your screen and me teach you?
I can share my screen. I don't exactly know how. I'm very technologically challenged.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Okay, well then how about just for today, because I'm already sharing my screen, how about I stay sharing my screen?
Very good.
Yeah, I'm here to help and work with how everybody works. Let me go to your practice. Correct? Foundational Integrative Psychiatry and Medicine, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, so that's old. There's no way we didn't get that filled out. There's no way that we didn't do this because I knew we did this. Somehow you got re-triggered. All right. Of our applications, is there a? Give me a second. Okay. Something happened here, guys. Your foundational integrative psychiatry, correct? That's you, yeah?
Yes, that's him.
Yeah, give me a sec. Something happened where, like, logo, enable timestamp. Give me just a sec. I gotta turn a bunch of stuff on. Like a bunch. Not sure what happened. There we go. It's so much prettier. Everything's turned on. Okay. What is, so it looks like we did your onboarding, and then it looks like there's been just a lot of kind of misconnection, which we're solving and solved. Of our many applications, I always believe in starting from the foundational applications. I'll get that one turned on. I always believe in starting from the foundational applications, but that's just my opinion. Is there a specific application that we have that's important to your practice that we want to start with? Again, and then how I usually approach this is I believe that of the first 3 trainings, and again, we can have as many trainings as you want. The first 3 trainings, one should be about like the email/automation system. One should be about the mobile app, and then one should be about like general applications, foundational setup. That's just my suggestion. But I always want to start with what applications are important to you in your practice, so we can make sure that we're doing what's important and beneficial for you all as well.
Okay, one thing that I did really want was, so I did not go with Twilio. Thinking about that, I got a number, and it was very complicated for me to implement. So I dropped that, and I just went with Spruce because I was very familiar with that platform already. And I got a number from there, and patients really like to communicate that way.
So awesome. And I wish you would have reached out to us, because we're releasing software over the next like few weeks. That's going to be called app messaging. That is basically WhatsApp inside of our mobile app. So you wouldn't need text messaging. Version 1 goes live next week, with the ultimate like product trying to be done by the end of August. And if you think about it, there'll just be a new button in here on the provider side. There'll be a new application in here, as well as a new button on the patient side of the app. And it will be called app messaging. And it's going to be, it's like WhatsApp, where you can send images, voice message, have different groups. There'll even be on the provider side, there'll even be an option where the provider can initiate the video call. Patients cannot initiate video calls, but providers can. So keep Spruce. You just aren't going to need it in a little while. If all goes well, like because we want to acknowledge secure messaging. It works, but it's like old school mail with a stamp. It just isn't functional for what we want. And so we're taking our, I don't know if you know this, that we have a group message system inside the mobile app. But we're basically taking this technology and we're turning it into a massive communication system. On Tuesday of next week, the very first part 1 launches. It's a 3-part project. Part 1 launches with, and that's just going to be provider to patient messaging. And then by the end of the month, we're scaffolding. The finished product will look something like this inside of our app. So inside of this little doodad, we'll have what we call portal messaging. Just a lot more enhanced. Like, I think like as the messages are coming in from your patients, you should be able to see a lot of your patient information. Like, the portal doesn't give you that, right? Like, and also hotkeys where acknowledge, send messages, but the ability to add files and so this is what it would kind of look like in our app. Inside the mobile app for the provider, you're going to look something like this. The
all lead providers would be able to see all conversation going on with their sub providers. They can have internal notes so people can help. And then like the patient side would be something like this. And again, very like WhatsApp, where they can have a thread. If the doctor allows, they can have a thread with the doctor, front desk. So different care teams, so that we're not just, and yes, for us, for you, it technically is all going to come into one thread, but for the patient can have their different, like I'm having conversations with different people on my care team. So we're really excited about this. Finished product should be end of August, but version 1 is next week.
Yeah, I like that because as first, sometimes people get confused about who they're communicating with.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love this because this just came from a provider, a brand new client of ours, who was like, okay, thank you for telling me what Servo can do. Because I kept telling him, like, because of Servo's APIs, we're limited on what we can do with this. And he's like, cool. Now go solve my problem. I'm like, oh, you just want a solution. You don't care if I stay inside Servo's box. And he's like, no, I just need a solution. And then when we were building it, we realized, wait, when we have a final product, I have a feeling that for practices that are using Spruce would eventually leave Spruce because it's just going to be part of our app. And then what you would do is, if you ever needed to get that information to the chart, there'll be a way inside of our app where you'll press a button and you'll download the conversation into that patient history. Just in case maybe you got to push, like there'll be a way to push some of the information to the chart, like for different notes. You like push this to an encounter, like because maybe somebody sent something, push this to encounter. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna have the same filters as the portal has, same setting, like but it's gonna have more intelligent messaging options. The thing that I dislike about the portal is when a patient sends a message, unless you are that provider, you don't know anything about them. And so you got to go to their chart, but being able to see who they are from our sidebar, I think you all will start to love our app messaging. And hopefully, not right away, but hopefully you'll eventually cancel Spruce because we built just a different messaging system. Let's go different. I like different than better.
Yeah.
And okay, so you got Spruce. We're not doing texting with Twilio. Perfect. That's fine. What other applications would?
The main thing I got Spruce was because I needed a number for people to be able to call to make appointments.
Okay, so I would.
Pretty much the time anybody ever calls is to make an appointment, and then once they get an appointment, they always communicate like through some kind of texting because nobody likes to call anymore.
Oh, I agree. So, but I would ask, why are we making phone calls for the first appointment? Why aren't we doing a different onboarding way for new people?
Well, look, you put it out there like for advertising,
but
and then people can. I do not have a website yet.
Why not?
Well, like I was gonna like kind of do it myself,
Good.
but I've not had a time. I reached out to this company, but they took like to get back to me.
What company?
It's a local company.
How much are you wanting to spend on your website?
I didn't really know because I have absolutely zero idea about websites, and it was like how much it was going to be because I'm just getting started. And so I was like, well, maybe if I have something simple to start with, then later I can, transfer over to something.
What if you just scheduled lots of appointments with me and I show you how you can do it? Or do you have somebody on here? What's your role in I just lost power, so I might go bye-bye for a second. What's your role in, is it your company? Are you the lead provider?
It is my company, and like as of right now, I'm just like a one-man show.
Okay, well, we need to get you virtual assistants so you're not a one-person show, because yeah, like the days of hiring a company to build a website, they're gone. All you need to do is learn literally basic skills, and using AI, you can build the most beautiful websites that you'd ever want. You might not need to learn the skill, but like I could just I could teach you 90% of it, and then somebody else on your team, or you could do it, or you could just pay somebody to do it. But it shouldn't cost the tens of thousands it used to. Like I literally built this entire website, just me talking to AI over a weekend while having a glass of wine. Like, so.
Okay.
And I mean, I own a website design company, or owned, I don't do it anymore, but like, I know what we used to charge. I know what, and I now know, oh my gosh, like as long as you can teach somebody how to do the framework, you literally can go through and AI can help you build everything. And your website should have like 6 pages at most. You know, I just happen to have 100 pieces of software, so like we have a lot, but everything you're seeing here is, hey, I did this, I didn't do this, I don't remember how to do cool stuff like that. So
that's me. I don't know how to do it. I can do basic, very basic things on a website.
Do you have a domain?
I do have a domain. I had a friend, her husband works in IT, and he knows me, and he was like, well, he recommended Squarespace because it's kind of like everything is like already coded for you, and you can pick things to put there.
I mean, yeah, I don't like it just because it costs you a monthly fee.
Yeah, it does cost a monthly fee.
And so I'm not a big fan of that for that reason. I like other softwares for other reasons, like WordPress. You then just get like your own hosting, or you put it on somebody's server, and it's basically free. So I'm more of a fan of that. But yeah, slightly.
But I didn't know anything about it, so I just went on like a recommendation because like I have zero knowledge of it. Like my thing was always so focused on like patient care.
So how do you get patients if you don't have a website?
Mostly some patients have followed me, and
so you have social media.
And then I'm posting on social media. Mm-hmm.
I have never heard anybody that is already in the social media posting that didn't have a website. You need a landing page as fast as possible. That's guaranteed. You need a landing page.
I do have one page that people can go to. It has my email on it and a phone number that they can.
Wait, so you have a Squarespace page then? Yes.
Yeah, it's one page. It has like
can you
the website construction or coming soon, and then it has my number on it and an email. So
do you know how to log it? Do you know I bet you I could do my trick inside Squarespace. And I could show you how to do my trick, because Squarespace, I think, gives you Page Builder. Do you know how to log into your? I know this has nothing to do with our meeting today, but do you know how to log into your Squarespace place?
Yeah. Let's see. I go to Squarespace, log in.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Okay.
What AI system do you use? ChatGPT, Claude?
I use ChatGPT.
Okay.
I started using it. It was recommended, and it was really simple, and so I was like, okay, I'll just use that. Let's see. I could share my screen with you, but I don't know exactly how. I found it one day and then I lost it. Let's see.
And what's the URL? Is it?
URL, it's foundationsmedicine.com. That is the website actually.
Good URL. There's your email. Okay.